Well, this is our 06 Ford project. We got some of the wiring we got repaired that was damaged right in here beside the transmission. The taillight wiring harness was able to fix, but here's a sensor going to our transfer case. We've got another truck, a parts truck out here. We had to go get another truck. We got the heat got to the back of our intake and our extension here for the throttle body, and we've got all that new. But our goal is we got to do the same thing here to our parts truck outside the door, and we're getting it ready to come off the frame, and we'll get the cab off of this one, and
she's a beauty.
We've got everything loose except for the brakes and the steering, so we can steer it in, and then we'll lift the cab off, and the owner of this truck wants the motor out of it, so we're helping him out getting the motor out, and he's gonna let us have the wiring we need to get our truck running. So we just couldn't seem to find any parts that were gonna work for our V10 project. No good harnesses, so we found this one, and it's about as good as we found. So this is our next step. We're just trying to get our truck running, but we got to take this truck clear apart, it seems like, but that's what you got to do. Should we put up that brown table right there?
I guess.
You can set it up over there. That look more professional.
We've got a couple of the harnesses hooked up, and we're about to replace the intake with the new one we got, and put new fuel rails on it. Not new ones, but ones off another pickup, because this line's cracked, and we just had a parts truck, so we took the whole rails off. We're gonna use our injectors though, so yep, that's where we are now.
Okay. This one's plugged. This one's that long one that comes from the front. This goes to fuel rail. We are ready to, if we had this torqued and our injectors in, we could put our engine harness on. That's what we need to do, then the cab could be ready.
Okay. We're working on the wiring harness that's still on the cab. This is the last harness we have to go through. Here it is, but
this is the original harness right here, and we've stripped it back. These wires were all good, and we're separating the ones here that go to the ECM, this part of the harness here, and we've found another harness, and we got a good ECM plug. So what we're doing is we're putting the colors together. It's all pretty much color coded. A couple of them, we had two the same color, so we had to find the wire and the pin here, and use a test light to find which one it was and make sure we had the right wire in the right position. So, but yeah, so that's what we're doing now. Got the firewall painted, and so
even the underside.
Yeah. So we get that all done, then we can think about setting the cab back on the frame. Our splices made on our harness here, and the splices are all in behind this plastic shield, and then this here will be our ECM plug that goes in here to the ECM, the middle one, and got our wires all fastened around there. Got to put our air box in here, and then we'll be getting ready to put the cab back on the truck.
We got our injectors swapped over to the other fuel rail. Got those put on. Now we're about to put the throttle body on, but we gotta take this old one off to get the bolts and just make sure we don't want to use it. And we've got another one over here that we're gonna have to clean really good, but we'll probably use this one. But yeah.
Show them the crack on the fuel line. That's why we switched out the fuel rail. We don't know.
Probably still in there. Right there.
We don't know if that's all the way through. It looks kind of bad.
So that's why we got different rails, because you can't just, actually I guess you can buy that, but it's not shaped like that. You can buy a hose to put in there, but you can't buy a Ford one without getting the rails too. So we just took it off the parts truck.
This is our air box. Got our air box put in, and we're gonna get ready to put the cab on the frame. Got to put this insulation pad back under here, cover up our pre-paint job, but that's the way it is. So
We weren't able to buy a new one of these, so we kind of just got to use this used one because ours burn up. So
none of them are very, very good. But we need something for heat, so.
But it's got to go there, so we'll put that one in. Air box is in. Got our throttle body on. It's not torqued, but we got it on in our engine harness. Got our engine harness on.
Got the hoses here to
Still need to replace a few. That's just,
a little crispy.
yep. Getting close. Hopefully we can put the cab on today. That's what our goal is anyways. So it's taken quite a while, but it'll be worth it, hopefully. shop with the cab on it. Just pulled her in. Gotta hook everything up still, but the cab is finally back on. It's been several weeks, probably months, with the cab sitting off of it, so we are happy to have it back together. Hopefully we can get it running soon. Hopefully it'll go back together easy and all that, so